In this video, I'm going to show you how to install nail-down underlayment for your tile roof. Underlayment is a critical part of any tile system. Tile roofs rely a lot on underlayment to keep the roof waterproof. Tiles keep out 90–95% of the water, but there's still water that gets in through cracks, crevices, and even soaks in through the tile. That's why it's critical to use a good quality underlayment and do a good methodical job when installing the underlayment. In this video, we're going to be using Titanium X30. It's a great hybrid underlayment that doesn't tear easily. It's thick and it has both synthetic and tar material in it. So it's just a great underlayment. Now there are other options out there. We prefer to use a self-adhered when possible, but if the budgets don't allow, the Titanium X30 is definitely a great option that will last you for years to come. Watch the video and I'll show you exactly what details to take to make sure that your tile roof does not leak. Alright, so what we've done is we've cut our underlayment down to half a roll. Generally these rolls are about 36 inches wide and it has a line in the center to cut it down the middle. So we've utilized that line, cut it down the middle, and we're going to install this prior to installing our drip edge. And once we install it, I think it'll be clear on why. Just for this example, we're not going to install the entire length of this roof. We're just going to be installing a sample piece. You don't have to worry about nailing it down too much. Just a few pieces, tack it down, and you're good to go. Now to nail down this tile underlayment, we're using a ring shank plastic round cap nail. This plastic cap acts as a washer to keep the underlayment tacked down, and the ring shank of this nail helps it grab and really help it from not pulling up. Alright, now that we've got our first layer of underlayment installed, we want to install the drip edge on top of this underlayment. Though this may seem unconventional, there's a reason behind why we're doing this, and I'll explain to you later because we're going to come up with another layer of underlayment on top of this drip edge. Now I'm going to install this corner for you here and show you how we mark out our corner. One thing to know that this is a 2x4 drip edge, and we believe that this 4 inches coming up the roof plane gives us a better waterproofing as it just overlaps greater instead of using a 2-inch. I'm going to use my metal snips just to mark this out. Alright, now that we've got our drip edge cut, we're ready to install it. It's just like pretty much installing any other drip edge without a shingle roof or tile roof. We want to place nails every 10 to 12 inches. On this 4-inch, we want to go pretty much in the middle, or you can do a staggered pattern. Alright, now one thing we want to do before installing the entire field of underlayment is we're actually going to come in our curbs, or whether you have a dormer or any type of really square penetration. It can be a chimney, skylight, or dormer. We want to come install a first layer of underlayment. And what we're going to do is cut this at a 45-degree angle going out, so that when we install our primary layer of underlayment, we're going to cut in the other direction to make sure our seams don't overlap and we have a completely waterproof underlayment in place. So I think it'll make more sense once we install it, and I'll show you how. Alright, now that we've got our drip edge installed, we're ready to install our primary layer of underlayment. So what we're actually going to do is bring a full sheet of underlayment and come on top of this drip edge. and that's what actually is going to act as our primary underlayment instead of this sacrificial piece that we'll put down here. You can either tack it down on one side or kick it out, but being that it's a small area, we'll just do it by hand. We're going to bring this up about 1/4 to 1/2 inch from our drip edge up so that it's not visible from the bottom. We've already installed our base layer of underlayment here, and we've cut it at a 45-degree angle coming up the roof. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring our underlayment over, pass it about 8 to 10 inches, cut it, then make another slit on it. So now that we've got this cut, we're going to cut this at an angle going down so that our joints don't overlap. So you can see what we've done is we have one joint coming up in this direction, we have another joint coming down. Once we nail this, it's going to be impossible for any water to go down, because once the water comes down here, we're going to roll down and off our drip edge. Now I want to show you what we need to do when we come up to a pipe. Unlike other roofing systems, in tile roofs we have to install flashing when we get the pipes with the underlayment. So we're going to install our first layer, then install the flashing on top of that. Alright, so the easy way to cut this is when you're rolling this out, back roll it a little bit so you have some slack. Bring it up to the pipe. Then you can either make an X or just cut out a small circle like this. And there you have it. It doesn't need to be perfect, doesn't need to be tight. Now that we've got our base layer of underlayment installed, we're just going to install the pipe flashing on top of this. All right, now we have one last step in order to make sure this is waterproof. We're going to nail this down. Nailing pattern is not extremely important. You don't want to nail here in the bottom. You want to nail on the sides. And now we actually want to install another piece of underlayment on top of this to make sure that any water that's coming down doesn't get under this lip right here. You can see this lip is sitting on top of the underlayment. We don't want any water to get in here, so we're just going to install a piece of underlayment coming down, leaving the bottom exposed. Alright, you can see what we've done here is we haven't installed any nails on this flashing itself. So just in case there's any water that gets underneath the tile, it's going to be completely waterproof. It's going to roll off the bottom here and off our roof. Let me show you how it works. You can see there's no chance of any water getting underneath this top edge. The last thing I want to show you is on our rake ends. What we want to do is bring our underlayment over about 2 to 3 inches and just tack it down lightly. Then what's going to happen is when we install our rake tile, it's going to fully cover this and ensure that no water gets underneath this underlayment. So all you do is, again, bring it over 2 to 3 inches, tack it down, and call it a day. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. Now, if you have things that you like to do differently, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know in the comments below. We have a bunch of other videos for flat tile roof installation tutorials. If we're missing something, let us know and we'd like to fill it out for you. Thanks for watching.